So, back for another Believe in Boyt with this Charjabug team. So, only a couple more episodes with Charjabug before it goes back to being something that I really want to work and never does. So, we will have to see if it's able to put in work in these last few games. So, how well will it fare against someone who's almost in the top 1,000? Probably not the greatest. Like, really probably not the greatest here. So the Comfey is interesting. That means it's weakness policy on Dragapults. This is interesting. I don't think I go Charjabug, unfortunately. Probably need to go Togekiss instead of Charjabug, which is a bit of a shame. Duraludon is pretty good. Urshifu is not great. I think I'm going PZ Togekiss with Duraludon and Indeedee. I think. Rip Charjabug. But I'm going to bring Charjabug whatever happens to the next one. Because I can't be leaving it behind on both of them when I'm probably not going to be using it again for a long time. But here I just don't think it's going to be that great. You can't string shot a Dragapult. Maybe the battery would put the Darkness over the edge to be able to KO the Dragapult, especially after they Drain and Kiss themselves as well. And that is what they're going to be doing. I did have Trick Room on this PZ, right? Yeah, I did. Dazzling Gleeman's Darkness seems okay. I think I'm going to Dazzling Gleeman Darkness. I do want a Trick Room, but I'm going to go for Darkness. And this looks like it's going to be weakness policy immediately. Togekiss be able to survive a Phantasm? It may be able to, but this is a specially defensive one. So maybe not. And if it doesn't, that is still a little bit awkward. Oh, just Ally Switch, okay. So that means that I'm fine with that, because then the weakness policy isn't activated, and this Phantasm is actually going to be reasonably weak. He says, as it does 70%. And I activate the weakness policy for him as well, which is a little bit awkward. But I do get a crit, which is nice. So now he KOs the Togekiss with a Phantasm, so I can switch into my Indeedee. Because he has to go for Phantasm here. I guess he could Airstream or whatever. Both would work. Now we have to play this wonderful Ally Switch mind game. Because they could Floral Healing, or they could... I'm still going to Darkness the Dragapult, I think. Because Floral Healing could definitely come out here. And if they're Phantasming to KO the Togekiss, they don't need to Ally Switch around the or not worry about not ally switching a Dazzling Gleam. So, let's see. No, but it's still just ally switch, so he's just one of those players. And it was Airstream, unfortunately. But that's clutch survival. With the darkness drop, that looks like it KO'd as well. So, I'm going to KO myself, but that means that I can go into Togekiss. Now he can just go into Rillaboom. If he goes into Rillaboom now, that is incredibly awkward, because I would have been able to just follow me Expanding Force, but now he's just going to switch in Rillaboom. Oh, it lived. Oh, the Comfey lived. Oh, that's way better. Yeah, because now I get to just click Expanding Force. But then Floral Healing should put him out of the range. Yeah, this isn't actually that great. It is entirely likely I get swept by this Dragapult. Watch him click Ally Switch again in front of Expanding Force. But it really should be Floral Healing here. It's a shame that he can still Floral Healing in the... Oh, just Helping Hand. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. This is strong. I believe in NDD. Be strong in DD. Because if it doesn't KO, I'm almost certainly going to lose. But if NDD is strong... Come on, you can do it. Even though that should be a bulky Dragapult because their weakness policy. Be strong in DD. Nice and strong, let's go. So, we're down to just 2-2 now, but if they have Rillaboom, they get to overwrite my Psychic Terrain, which is incredibly awkward. But then I have a Duraludon facing a Rillaboom, which is okay as well. So that definitely should have been a Floral Healing from them. Their Helping Hand was pretty unnecessary. Cinderace, that's bad. If it's Cinderace and Rillaboom, that is not ideal. It's Primarina. Interesting. So they have to go for a high jump kick to KO my Duraludon. Which means that I can go for Thunderbolt into Primarina, because if they high jump kick, Expanding Force blows them back. So they're going for Iron Head instead. And now, if I don't flinch with the Indeedee... Well, I'm not going to flinch with the Indeedee. That is surprising that KO'd. But then again, the Indeedee's defense is awful. But that is... Yeah, that's definitely game ending now. Like, I know Indeedee... That did a lot. I know Indeedee... Oh, that's why. I know that Indeedee's defense is terrible, but even still... I'm curious about that one. High jump kick miss, let's go. Oh. Okay. Oh, still strong. Okay. Wait, not Duraludon. Indeedee. I mean, technically it's a roll, but it's a roll way more in their favor than I would have expected. So, awkward. Seemed like it was possible in that endgame. If Indeedee lived, it definitely was. But Cinderace is too strong. Or Indeedee's too weak. I think it's Indeedee's too weak, because it's got 55 defense. It's definitely that Indeedee's too weak. But this time I'm going to be bringing Charjabug. That was my downfall, definitely. Not bringing Charjabug. Also not Darknessing the Dragapult. Oh. Well, let's go. Charjabug versus Charjabug. Here we go. Very good. It's So my Duraludon looks pretty good. I think I do want Duraludon here. Corviknight puts me off going with PZ and the Chandelure as well, because if you go for max strikes against a Corviknight, your PZ gets speed dropped, which is awkward. Definitely want Urshifu here. And I either want Indeedee or Togekiss. Because Togekiss could redirect the Rillaboom. Indeedee just puts a stop to priority in Grassy Glides. I'm going to go Indeedee here, I think. Yeah, I'll go Indeedee. But that's amusing. That is highly amusing. That was like when I was using Mr. Rhyme and then I faced Mr. Mime. It is amusing when this happens. So are they going to be going with Charjabug? Like, surely the stuff I have beats out the stuff that they have. And they have Rillaboom and Corviknight as well, which doesn't benefit from the battery. You better be bringing that Charjabug. That is not a Charjabug. That's against the rules. Will I live a move from Chandelure? I wonder. I'm going to go for Volt Switch and Max Wormwind into the Chandelure. Because that would surely bring it down to its Focus Sash. Heat Wave probably doesn't KO the Charjabug. They fake out the Charjabug, they know. But then I would expect them to know because they have a Charjabug. But they're almost certainly not Dynamaxing here. And Duraludon, as long as there's no high horsepower or anything on the Rillaboom, looks pretty good. Oh, they knew. How do they always know? But I don't blame this guy. Oh, is he actually going for Trick Room? What a fool. Or he just gets blown up because of the no Focus Sash. Because battery. Because battery. He knew, but then he didn't know. The battery. I'm pretty sure the battery was crucial there. So Charjabug coming into play, even though it's just sitting on the field doing nothing. That's the point, though. Like, you're supposed to just give yourself a free life orb by doing nothing. But that was a very, very good start. This is going to be an even better one, because now I can go for Light Screen. I can go for... Ooh, Max Lightning might KO Blastoise. Because battery boosted. If it Gigantamaxes, probably not, but still. No. Oh, no Charjabug! That's illegal. We both have a Charjabug, you're supposed to both bring it. It's against the rules. But this is going to be the Gigantamax, okay. But I'm living comfortably with both Pokemon here. We'll see how much the battery boosted lightning does. Maybe I should have gone for Volt Switch for that extra chip in the electric terrain as well. But Light Screen's going to help out the Duraludon with that Vanillux as well. And we're faster as well, which is quite nice. So with the battery it is a 2-shot, which is quite nice. And that means I should be able to KO now, especially with the Hail chip. And maybe Life Orb chip. If I switch the Charjabug out, or it gets KO'd to a crit Cannonade, then the Electric Terrain will let me still KO. Yeah, look at that, eating it up. Let's go Charjabug. That is very good. And then get the Light Screen. And now, how are you going to deal with my Duraludon? The answer is you're not. Like, you are not dealing with this Duraludon now. But I am in the back, Urshifu, and so yeah, Blastoise is the threat. Was it Urshifu and Indeedee, right? Yeah. So if I just KO one of them, then I get the terrain I want. So I'm going to Volt Switch the Vanillux to break a Sash, and Lightning will now definitely KO the Blastoise. That is also fine, because now I get to Volt Switch into Indeedee when he's got his Rillaboom in, so he'd have to switch it back in and out. And if he doesn't Max Guard on the Blastoise, it doesn't even make a difference, because the battery should still make this a 2-shot. No max guard. Come on, battery. You even got hail chip. Did half last time. Look at that battery. That time I know the battery was crucial because it did 50% last time. That is very good. Now I'm pretty sure I just click expanding force and I win. Nice chip. Did more than the hail would, so that's technically good chip. But now I just go into NDD. Tokiss would have been fine as well, but NDD is a little bit better. Because it means that they can't fake out this turn. Rillaboom should get KO'd to Expanding Force as well if it's not a Soul Fest. So I should just get 2 knockouts. Vanillux is quite likely to be Focus Sash. It makes sense for Chandler not to be on a Vanillux team, but yeah, the Vanillux should be Focus Sash. Maybe Scarf Vanillux? And Blizzard and all that? Maybe. But we will see. Scarf Blizzard would be the only thing now. And even then, it has to freeze. Nope, you can't do that. And it wasn't Scarf, so yeah, the game is absolutely over. Yeah, it was Focus Sash. Good. So, should still be faster. So, Blizzard freeze here still could be bad. Doesn't matter on that one. So, yeah, the game is won now. So that was actually a good showing of the battery. Because rather than just picking up the KO where it could have picked up the KO anyway, it actually did show exactly 50% and still picked up the knockout in 2, whereas it wouldn't have done otherwise. So that is really nice. So his downfall was definitely not bringing his own Charjabug. And he even knew that it was the threat because he faked it out on the first turn. But you can't fake out the battery. Just to see if he has... Has he shown his speed against the Duraludon yet? I don't know. Because I think he's only faked out and switched. So he's not faster, okay. So Flash Cannon should pick up the KO. There we go. Very nice. Very nice. Good showing of Charjabug. I'm going to be reasonably content at the end of this week with how Charjabug is done. Even though it's technically, I think it's got off like 2-3 attacks in this entire week. It's just sat on the field and given a battery boost. And that's all it's supposed to do.